But how can we know what we like if our attention is always, you know what I'm saying? It's always that, bro. It's always taken away from us. If you break those promises, you're not respecting yourself. If you respect yourself, you wouldn't break those promises. Yo, what's up? Bro, ain't gonna lie. We gotta talk about it. For some reason, every time I get on my phone, it's some sort of like sexual, like, you know what I'm saying? Sexual energy, like just pointing at me, and that's all I see, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that could be said for a lot of people. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, see the same thing I see every day. And it's like it's shoved in our faces so much that we don't even recognize it anymore. And I really feel like it shouldn't be that way. Like this stuff is just like shoved in our face. And I don't know, we sometimes don't recognize what it's doing to us or to our minds. And a lot of us are dealing with, you know what I'm saying, certain addictions that correspond with that. It's okay to be lost, you know what I'm saying? That's all a part of everybody's journey. Not everybody's gonna have everything figured out. But I don't know, at this time, like right now, I feel like a lot of people are going through the same things. And not everybody has guidance, you know. I thank God that I have guidance, you know what I'm saying? Not only from our creator, but from my dad, you know what I'm saying? I reach out to him. There's a lot of distractions. And our most valuable thing is time, bro. Time is the most valuable thing you have. And everybody wants it. Everybody wants a piece of your time. The relationships that aren't worth your time, you deep down inside, you really know if they're worth your time or not. I feel like, I don't know, it takes a little trial run or something, but you find it out eventually whether this person is not worth your time or not. And that also comes with knowing yourself, what you like, what you don't like. But how can we know what we like if our attention is always, you know what I'm saying? It's always that, bro. It's always taken away from us with our phones, our relationships with people, and our relationships with ourselves and how we carry ourselves, and sometimes how we damage ourselves. We have to do better, like, as a people. You might be asking, well, how do we, you know what I'm saying, how do we fix that? How do we change that as a people? And it all starts with yourself. You gotta make a commitment to yourself that you wanna be different, you wanna change. And that starts with you. So you gotta make that up in your own mind. You gotta make that decision in your own mind. And then you gotta have guidance behind that. And you gotta have something to hold you accountable towards it. So whatever you believe in, you know what I'm saying? I believe in God, I believe in the creator. So I read the word and I try to, you know what I'm saying, live my life according to that. You gotta live your life according to some teachings. Because we're all here. We don't know everything when we're born. We all learn. We're all learning. The world evolves, and so do we. And it's just a cycle, bro. We learn. There's always new things to be learned every day. And I feel like a lot of people stop learning. And once you stop learning, you're gonna stop growing. And people are gonna pass you. I mean, you shouldn't worry about other people passing you, but you should worry about your own growth. You should at least want to grow. But discipline is very big, and I feel like a lot of people are lacking in that. And building discipline is hard, but it comes with practice and forgiveness and graciousness. Forgive yourself. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Give grace to yourself, but also hold yourself accountable. And tell yourself and make promises to yourself. Don't break those promises. If you break those promises, you're not respecting yourself. If you respect yourself, you wouldn't break those promises. So don't do that. It's plain simple. Just don't do it. So whatever you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Whatever struggles you got that you think about right now while watching this video, I want you to attack it. But you gotta attack it with some strategy. You can't raw dog it, bro. You can't just walk in there and think you can overpower it. That's not how it goes, bro. You gotta have some sort of intention, some sort of strategy behind what you're doing. The same thing with like getting bread and stuff. Like with like decisions, bro. You gotta have some sort of intent. You know what I'm saying? Everything has intention. Otherwise, you just playing around you just doing stuff. You know? I mean, that's cool and all, but you gotta, if you trying to accomplish something, you gotta have a motive. You gotta know why you're doing it, you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta have the skill to do it, and then the intention. And whatever it is that you wanna do, stop hesitating and just go chase it, bro. Honestly. Sometimes I be giving the best advice to other people. And that's partly why I started, I don't know, making this this channel, because I don't know, I'll have certain talks with people. I'm like, wow, you really give great advice, or you know what I'm saying? But I had this one conversation. I was talking to my homegirl. She was like, why don't you ever take your own advice? I was like, what you mean? Sometimes I don't take my own advice, but I'm changing that now, you know? Sometimes it takes certain things to make you snap out of that, you know? Sometimes you'll have patterns that you don't realize, but other people will realize them for you. And you just gotta heed to that. That's just them, you know what I'm saying? Letting you know what you're doing wrong or what you could be better at. You gotta receive that. You always gotta be open to new experiences, open to new possibilities, and open to learning about yourself, and open to learning about things that you didn't know you do, or certain patterns that you do. You gotta know yourself. You can't know yourself when your attention is being taken away all the time. When your attention is on the game for hours and hours. It's okay to play the game, y'all. Like, I play the game too sometimes. But it comes to a point, you know what I'm saying? It gets to a point. You can't be playing the game for 7 hours and saying you want to do something with your life, like, every day. You can't be playing the game every day for 7 hours and saying you're really trying to do something. Like, unless you're trying to be a streamer or something like that, then that would make sense. But everything has to have some sort of motive behind it, intent of why you're doing this, because you're spending your time. And your time is what? The most valuable thing that you have. So you gotta prioritize what you spend your time on. And I know it is hard. It's not easy. But I mean, you still gotta do it at the end of the day, unless you want to be average, or what's a better way to say this? Or just be like, I don't know, a puppet. You know what I'm saying? Who has no direction. But I mean, grace, forgiveness, this is all things that are given to us, and things that we should all take and use. Because I can be guilty of sometimes not giving myself, you know what I'm saying, forgiveness or grace for certain things, and holding myself, you know what I'm saying, too accountable, or, you know what I'm saying, too strict. There's always a balance, but you got to find that balance for yourself. You got to know yourself. And only you can do that. Like, you got to discover it for yourself. It comes to a point, bro, you're going to have to do something. Bro, I don't care. You got to find yourself, bro. That's really what it comes down to. And all that sexual content that's thrown in your face when you scroll on YouTube, when you scroll on Instagram, on TikTok, seeing that this one person made 40 mil, same as an NBA contract. Does that seem right to y'all? Bro, does that seem right to y'all? I don't know about me, but I don't know whoever is funding them, bro. Yo, whoever is funding them, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you can't hit the player, bro. Hit the game. I don't know if that's the saying, but I mean, she's doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it has nothing to do with me, because I'm not contributing. Shoot, I hope whoever you are, I know you're not contributing, because you're watching this video right now. You already took the step to wanting to better yourself by just clicking on this video. You want to do something different, and you don't want to stay stuck in the same place. You want different results, so you got to put in different, you know what I'm saying, different efforts and different things. You gotta be in different environments if you want different results. So stop doing the same thing, stop repeating the same cycle, and switch it up. And don't switch to a bad thing. Don't switch it out for a bad thing. Switch it out for a good thing, something that's actually gonna do you good and do your soul good. Because once your soul is straight, everything in your body feels straight, then your mind's gonna be straight. You'll stop having all those crazy thoughts and all those random thoughts that go in your head, because you're gonna know, oh, that's just me thinking. That's just my thoughts. I'm just viewing them right now. That's not really me talking. That's just flesh. That's not spirit, you know? And that's the difference. And you're gonna find that out. Yeah, I'm getting tired of yapping, bro. I need some water. Tell me if y'all like these videos in the comments, and I'll make more of them. See you on the next one.